We're going to take some time right now and look at two different stories. So I'm going to invite some people to the stage. You know who you are. Come on up here. We're going to do a little question and answer and see what some of our student-athlete experiences in this past year look like. So we're going to start off with our senior women's basketball player, Drew Sanis, who also has the distinction of being the very first Dragon student-athlete to, during her eligibility, complete her graduate degree. In a 5-year span, she earned her undergraduate degree in business and came back and finished her MBA and will walk across the stage tomorrow. So when you think about that from an academic side, that is just fantastic, as well as she is a member of the two-time defending NSIC regular season championship basketball team. So joining Drew on the stage is we have Carla Nelson, who's the head women's basketball coach, and Jeff Richmond, who is one of our Dragonfire board members. So I'm going to hand the microphone on over. Good luck, Mr. Richmond.
Thanks, Mr. Peters.
Is it on?
Is it on?
Hello? I don't need a mic. Hello?
No, you don't.
I know that, Coach Nelson.
Well, first of all,
Peters.
Drew, congratulations on all your successes at MSUM. I'd like to take just a moment and have you tell us about your hometown. Tell us what sport you played, how many years, and the degree you're graduating with tomorrow.
Well, I'm from Holly, Minnesota, so it's 25 minutes down the road.
It's not working.
It's this one. Hey, I got it. I got it.
Is that?
No, I thought. Anyway, yeah. I was a three-sport athlete in high school. I played volleyball, basketball, track. Wasn't my favorite, but I did it. Yeah, and then I came here and decided to go to MSUM and play basketball. Coming in, I didn't really know what I wanted to major in or what I wanted to do with my life. I still don't really, but I decided to go with business administration, and because of the ability to take college courses in high school, I was able to complete my undergraduate degree in 3 years. And then since I redshirted, I've been here for a while, 5 years. So I've been able to complete my graduate degree as well in business administration.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. What else do you want to know about me?
Now this was going to be a little harder. I want you to think back. Think back to when you were recruited by MSUM. When did you know, at what moment did you know that MSUM was for you?
Yeah. I know, Coach wasn't really happy about this, but so we were talking pretty early on, my sophomore and junior year, I suppose. And originally I had kind of decided to go to UND. I mean, I hadn't committed or anything, but in my mind, that's kind of where I wanted to go. And I don't know what happened. Something in my gut changed, and I decided that MSUM would be the right fit for me. So I called up Coach and scheduled a meeting. She didn't really know what it was for, but she was excited, I think, when I told her what I wanted to do.
Okay, well, you're going to get your chance now because I want you to think back. Long time for you.
I actually can't, I can't remember it. I mean, we were talking about this, weren't we? And I said that I remember the conference room. So Drew called, and we met in the conference room with your parents, and you said you wanted to be a Dragon, and I'm like, no way. And so, because I had thought that she was going to go to UND, and I'm like, I think I yelled. Did I yell? Steve, Steve said I yelled out of the conference room, and it was not a bad yell. It was an exciting yell. And, but it was actually a great moment, and the rest is history. But, you know, I think people want me to be emotional, but it's actually weird because I don't remember a lot of I've got a lot of stuff in my mind, but I don't really remember the whole thing. But I will say that it's been a privilege to coach Drew, and not just Drew, but Shannon Gallagher, who's here, and Cass Thorson.
Great
Am I
answer.
done?
Yep, you're done now.
Can I
You
go?
just sit up here and look pretty. Now, you know, Drew, for fans like me and everybody else sitting in the room, we have memories of games and certain plays, but I'd like to hear from you a memory that you have from maybe your first game as a Dragon, and then, of course, your final game as a Dragon.
Well, my first game as a Dragon was pretty special, actually. We got to play in the barn and play the Gophers. So that was actually my redshirt year before I knew I was going to be taking a medical redshirt. So I did get to participate. It wasn't very pretty, but we stuck with them. That was a cool experience. And then my last game was just in March in Sioux Falls against the national champion this year. But yeah, that one hurt. It's something you never want to see an athlete. I mean, you never want to see their season end, and you never want it to end for yourself, but it happens. And I mean, yeah, walking off the court sucked. But to put it, I mean, yeah, to be blunt, it sucked. And the way we lost it wasn't the way it should have gone. But I mean, we stuck with them, I guess, and tried to keep going in the second half, but it just didn't work, and it had to end sometime.
Don't ask me about that.
I'm not. I'm not. We don't have that kind of time. Really, we don't. Peters will be.
Yeah.
Now, you already graduated with your undergraduate business administration degree, and tomorrow you get to graduate with your master's in business administration. I'm wondering if you could give us just a brief description of the research and how you felt to have the opportunity to present your research findings. And I think we've got a slide for that, don't we?
Yeah, it's up there. Okay, so my research, I was a research assistant for Woo Yang Kim, who's back there supporting tonight. Yep. So he pushed me hard, just like Coach would. So my research was based on athletes' well-being, and so we looked at all the factors that attribute to athletes' happiness and their well-being. We looked at how you should try to reduce the equivocality by, effectively communicating, clarifying different roles within the teams, and by doing that, and also having high emotional intelligence within teams, that we looked at how that can increase the trust and the happiness within teams. And the cool thing is that it's applicable in an organizational setting as well. So hopefully the research can be continued and be used in different settings. And I was able to present it at 2 different conferences in Virginia and Las Vegas this year. So that was crazy cool experiences, and definitely was a good start to some public speaking experiences.
Great, thank you. All right, now this may be the most popular question of the night, at least for our period of time.
Oh, God.
Tell us a good story about Coach Nelson.
Oh. True.
They have to be
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah. There could be a lot. She has her catchphrases, that's for sure. I mean, I'll probably just wake up in the middle of the night, thinking of her just yelling Drew Sanis, box out, or, stamping a hole in the floor, yelling, wake up, Drew Sanis. But, I mean, those are some of the things that, play over and over again. But, no. She's awesome. Obviously, she's a great coach, and we love her. I don't really know if there's one story that sticks out, but she does like to come up with her own jokes. She's got some good ones. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. She's funny. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe you'd want to tell us one.
No, but
Okay.
I think people take me serious all the time, and I'm actually, Shannon, I can be funny.
Okay, we'll let you pass on this one. Easy one for you. Tell us what it means to you to be a Dragon.
Everything. I mean, yeah, coming through, I've been here for 5 years, so it'd be hard to come out of here with, no impact. It's been awesome. All the ups and downs that, I've gone through and any other athlete has gone through. They make you who you are, and you come out a better person with all this experience under your belt, and you get set up for whatever you're going to take on in the future. And I think just coming out and knowing that I'm a Dragon for the rest of my life, and having this community here to support me in whatever I do in my future, and along with all the athletes, is just amazing. And it's so apparent that everybody supports one another.
Okay, most important question, and last one. You're almost off the hook. What does the future hold for Drew Sanis?
No. So basically through my 5 years, I haven't known what I want to do, and I still don't really, but I'm going to kind of put my life on hold, and I'm trying to play basketball overseas next year. So right now I'm just kind of working out and playing the waiting game, seeing if a team will pick me up, but if that is to work out, then I'll take off sometime in September.
You're off the hot seat, but I just want to say personally, I really enjoyed watching you compete for the last 4 years. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Good job.